So in this video, what we're going to do is we're going to get we're going to set the lives of shark, because as the shark and the crab are touching it, it's going below 0, and we don't want that. So what we're going to do is we're going to say if the life is equal to 1, so basically if it's our last life, what we're going to do is we're going to reduce it, and when we get eaten, what we're going to do is we're going to reduce it, and we're going to end the game. And we're going to copy that across onto the crab in a little bit. We're going to work on the shark for the time being, but we're going to do this on the crab. Otherwise, we're going to change the lives by -1. So I'm just going to drag this out here, go to if blank then, and that's going to go into the mouth. Go to operators and drag this one on, and go to data and drag lives. So we're going to say if lives is equal to 1. So in other words, if this is our last life, we're going to change lives by -1, and then what we're going to do is we're going to end the game. So we're going to go to stop all. We're going to go to events, and we're going to go to broadcast. Click the little drop down arrow because we're going to create a new one, and this is going to be end game, or game over. Click OK. So we're going to broadcast game over. Otherwise, just right click and duplicate, and we're going to get rid of that one. Otherwise, we're just going to change the lives by -1. Excuse me. Now we're going to do this on the fish, so we're going to click on the fish, and when I receive game over, we're just going to go to control and we're going to stop all. So what's going to happen is, as this lives get down to 0, it's going to stop everything. It's just going to stop all the scripts. So let's have a look. So now we're on 3. We've gone on to 2. We're on to 1. So next time the shark touches, we should be game over. And we are 0 lives, game over. Happy days. So we get 3. The shark gets 3 bites. Everything just stops, which is what we want it to do. But it would be nice if we could have something which is a little bit nicer, I suppose. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to drag this, and we're going to drop this over onto the stage. I'm going to get rid of this over here. Now we're going to work on the stage. So when I receive game over, I'm going to stop all scripts. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hide all of the characters. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to hide all the characters and change the costume. So I'm going to drag the stop all off for the time being. I'm going to go to looks, and I'm going to create a new backdrop, and we'll choose stars actually, and we'll add some text to it, and we'll say game over. And just highlight it, make it white, and just reposition it. Game over. And then what we're going to do is we're going to switch it to stars. So go to script. When I receive game over, and wait. Control, and then we're going to stop all. So we also want to, as soon as we receive game over, hide the variable score, hide the variable lives. We also want to hide these characters as well, but what we need to do is we need to go into these and go to events. When I receive game over, go to looks, and we're going to hide, and I can literally just drag and drop this onto the shark and onto the taco. Now the other thing as well that we need to sort of do is we need to show. So as soon as this sort of comes, as soon as it's clicked, we need to sort of show these characters, and we need to make sure that we've got some way of showing these characters as they come into. So we're going to set station, so I'm going to show this one. We've got no show within here, so we're going to drag a show. And the taco, we've got plenty of shows in the taco. So the one thing we forgot to do actually was change. We've got flying, so we're going to go to the backdrops, and when the green flag is pressed, we're going to set backdrop to underwater. So we've got the taco, so this is eventually this shark's going to get it when we go to game over, and everything disappears and happy days. The one thing actually is I'm not going to hide the variable score. I'm going to hide the lives because we know that lives have gone. I'm just going to go into show variable score, show variable lives, and just click play. So once again, this is, as soon as it goes onto here, we're still going to see the score, and we should be nearly done. Yeah, so the score's up there, the lives and everything else have disappeared. So this is pretty much our game. We can do other things, like we can work on the shark, for example, and we can make it as it catches and it eats the fish. We can change it, make it change costume so it looks like it's chomping. We can even add sound to it as well. We're not going to do this in this. We're just going to leave the game as is. You've learned over the course of these videos some crucial programming skills. You've learned how to store things to variables. You've learned about local variables and global variables. You've learned about loops, and you've learned about conditions. You've also learned about some things like randomness, and you've also learned about broadcasts and functions. So you've had quite a lot of programming knowledge in this one little game, which a lot of you will do, lap this up, not a problem. So well done, and see you next time.